Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Rosie's Community Board Saturday night. Come on in, grab a seat, and let's get started here. So if you'd like to join me on the community boards tonight, I've posted a link, and here is the link. I've posted it on the YouTube page. If you want to see it on the Fenton page, I can do that for you. But I did post it in comments. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you tonight on the community boards. I see Tony is trying to get in. Tony, it's saying you need to check your microphone. So for everybody that wants to come in tonight, you'll be taken to a room which will ask you to check your mic and check your camera. Make sure your camera is horizontal, and then go ahead and check the mic. You can check the audio, and you'll see if it's working. And then enter the room, and I will let you in when I see you and when it's time for you to come on. I see Tony right now, but I still see that his it says your mic is not connected, Tony. You'll need to connect your mic before I can add you to the stream. All right. So it's very easy to come on. Don't be camera shy. There are a few things that you can do when you come on. And Sean had a little saying. He said, sip with Rosie. So you can sell a Fenton item, up to 3 items. You can sell it right here. You can show a picture of it and sell it. We can ID an item. So if you have something you're not sure is Fenton, you can bring it on and we'll ID it for you. SIP. Or if you're looking for parts, then show the piece that you have and tell us the piece that you're looking for. And we will go ahead and see if we can find that for you. Hi, Carrie Harrington. How are you tonight? I can see you. Hey, let me know who's in the house and what part of the country you're coming from tonight. So as we get started, remember, there is the link. I will post it again here. If you would like to join me, I can see you. Can you hear me okay, Carrie? So today we're obviously in a different location. John and I are camping this weekend. So we are on location. So if you hear some extra noise in the background or the birds chirping, you know that we are no sound. Okay, let me go back here. Hello. No sound. Okay, I have sound on my end. John, can you hear me on there? We'll check and see. If we're not, we'll go back out and come in. It must be you. I hear it. We're okay, John, right? Okay. So like I said, we are on location tonight. So if you'd like to come in, we'll see how it works tonight. And we'll see if we can get this underway. I can hear you. Okay, Carrie can hear us. So also tonight, this is our 4th week on the community boards. If you have something that maybe you found this weekend at a flea market or an estate sale that you'd like to show us, we would love to see it. You can come on and we can see about that too, because we would love to see what you have. Okay. So before we get started, I want to Marietta is coming very soon. We'll be in Marietta July 24th through the 28th this year. I want to just show you, for those of us that are watching that are thinking about coming, this is our beautiful hotel in Marietta that we will be in. And we have the whole 2nd and 4th floors. And if you come to Marietta, let me know, PM me so I can get you a room. And you can stay in your hotel room and sell glass with us. You can hang with us. We're going on riverboat rides. We're doing all kinds of stuff. And to top it all off, George the Antique Nomad will be with us Monday, Wednesday, and he will be leaving Thursday with us. So we would like to have you with us in beautiful downtown Marietta. There's lots of shops. You can see you're right on Main Street. If you look to the left of that building, we are right on the Muskegum River in Ohio. So it's going to be just a beautiful time. It's always gorgeous. And it's awesome. So what does Brittany say? You can ask me questions too if you want to via chat. I found a really cool glowy piece. It's not Fenton, but I'd love to know if anyone knows anything about it. Brittany, come on in. Come on in. We'd love to see it. So if you need a link, if you want to PM me, I can send you the link. Let's see if I can get it to Brittany. Okay. I'll send you a link, okay? Whoops. I'll send you a link, Brittany, if you want to come in. Okay, we're going to talk about some things here in just a second. Okay, there you go, Brittany. You have a link if you want to come in. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about some things I found very interesting this week. And I want to talk about topaz cactus. So we're going to do a couple screen shares, and I wanted to share with you some of the things that we learned. So while we're doing this, if you want to come in, this is your show. So if you want to come in, just click that link and you can come in. Again, I'll put it down here in comments. Okay. Linda Fleming is coming in. Before we do that, well, Linda, you get set. We're going to talk about topaz in a minute, okay? All right. So we're going to, our guest room is filling up. So I wanted to talk about Fenton topaz for a second, and something I found quite unusual this week. So let me look at the screen here. And I'm going to get to this screen here just a second. Okay, so here we go. So this is done from Glass Views, and I found this article very interesting, and you're going to see it as I'm reading it, okay? So this is from 204, but it's really not outdated. So I love the cactus topaz pattern, and I wanted to share with you some of the colors that it comes in. So you're looking right now at some of the Fenton cactus pieces, and if you look at the sides of this, you're going to be able to see the different colors. So it comes in aqua opalescent carnival, blue opal, Burmese. Maybe there's some colors here that aren't aware of. Champagne, chocolate, colonial amber, colonial blue, colonial pink. I didn't know it came in custard. Did you know it came in custard? I didn't know that. And then as we look at the other side, you'll see there's 3 greens: willow green, teal green, spruce, rosaline, and red sunset. And there's another green: lime carnival, melt glass, and blue. So I was really surprised that it came in all these colors. And just to give you a little history on cactus glass, it was actually inspired by the Indiana glass cactus pattern, which actually came from a town called Greentown, Indiana. So Indiana Tumbler and Goblet called it Greentown. They named it after their town. Okay, so I'm reading this a little bit here. The Fenton Art Glass introduced cactus in January of 1959 in the melt glass and topaz opal colors. This is what I found very interesting, that topaz opalescent did not sell as well as the melt glass. Can you believe that? So the topaz did not sell as well as the melt glass, and Fenton discontinued the production of most of the topaz opalescent items at the end of 1960. So topaz was so unpopular back in the day that it was only produced for that 1 year, which I found very interesting. They continued to make the melt glass, but all of the melt glass items were discontinued by the end of 1962, except for the bud vase. And I have an example of that back home. I'll show you if I can remember next week. So that was quite interesting to me. I'm going to go back and see if I have any questions here. Linda, I see you in the room. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. So let me finish this little presentation, and then we have some people in the room that are going to be brought in. So let me finish reading this because I think this is really awesome. And I'm just kind of, they also said, and I can't find where it is right now, that the bud vase, they tested a new kind of melt glass, which Fenton used. And in this year, they used it, and it was a new, denser, more opaque white color in melt glass, which I found interesting. Now, if we look over here, this is the last thing that I kind of really wanted to show you. I'll see if I can blow this up. So this is something that was brought to our attention by Jim Measle, and he's a historian for the Fenton Art Glass Company in West Virginia. And he said quite a few of the Fenton pieces were actually created from the same mold. So if you look at this picture here, you're going to see the same mold, but just variations to that mold and how it was processed or how it was formed. And you can see there are several pieces here, actually 6 pieces that were made from the same mold. And I thought that was really cool. And here is another bunch of it for LeVay. And then this is a picture I wanted to show you. We have these topaz candles down here. And these were reintroduced in 1995. So very cool. Let me go back up here again, and I want to show you these color palettes. So we know that a lot of Fenton is being reproduced, and it's very important for you to see the color. This is the color of the cactus. And look at the first one, aqua opalescent, and then we go down to rosaline, pink. There's the chocolate. You can see all the different colors and the rich hues that Fenton used in the cactus pattern, which it was a gorgeous pattern. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And finally, I'll see if I can get, for those of you that really can't see it, here is a blown up version of the cactus pattern. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay. We got some people. Yeah. Okay. I hope you found that interesting. I did. All right. It looks like we have some people in the green room. So I'm going to bring up Linda Fleming. Linda, are you ready? Put your thumbs up when you are. Rodeo Dream, I see you in the house. We'll bring you up second if you can get your camera straightened away. All right. So let's bring her in the house. Hey, Linda.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I've been busy all day, so I was outside some and I was painting some. So this is how my hair looks.
So, oh, it's so cute. So I hope everybody is ready for Linda's big sale tomorrow night. It will be starting at 8 o'clock, and we'll be at the campground tomorrow. So Linda, you're going to be camping with us.
Okay.
So you're at the community boards tonight. So what did you want to show us? What did you want to identify? What part did you need?
I'm looking for some stoppers. I have 2 sets of these little bottles. One of them's cranberry. There's 2 of them. I don't have stoppers. So I was looking for stoppers for those. And this one is the blue overlay. There's 2 of these.
Ah, okay.
And one is bigger than the other. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
This one has more crystal, so like silver crest on the outside.
Okay.
And this one's more like just blue.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So those are the blue overlay pieces from the 60s, and Linda needs stoppers for those, and also the red perfume bottle. So let's see that red one again. Okay, so you have 2 of those, and they're painted. Did you paint them already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have stoppers for either one of those styles of perfume bottles, let us know. You can PM me if you want, and I'll forward the information on. Here is my email address. If you have something that you can help Linda out with, and then she can get them up for sale, right, Linda?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna take them to the hotel.
Okay. So, give us a teaser piece for tomorrow. I saw that you just finished one, or you were working on one. Maybe you won't have it for tomorrow, but can you show us the one that you were just finishing with the blue?
The
blue roses.
It's in the kiln.
Okay.
I had to think. Where is it? It's in the kiln.
Shirley Edwards needs stoppers too if we get an excess of them. Hi, Shirley. Well, give us a teaser for tomorrow night while we have you in here.
Okay, Tom will run back and get one.
Okay. So tomorrow night, the sale is going to be on at 8 o'clock, and Linda will be with us in Marietta, and she is going to be having a sale on Tuesday, the week that we are there. And Tuesday, I think it's the 26th is the big day. That's the day when George will be with us. We have the appraisal fair. We'll all go out to dinner, and then Linda will have a sale, and we will have the Antique Nomad with us. How about showing a rose satin piece? Yes. Well, I kind of put Linda on the spot. She didn't have anything ready.
Well, Tommy bringing something out because we had it on the table a little bit ago.
Okay.
Here's a cat. One of our snow cats.
Okay, so these pieces will be up tomorrow night. We're giving you just a teaser here. And this one I really liked. This is this has a pink, this is from the 60s, and this has a pastel pink tone to it. It's very pretty, and it has the rose on the bottom of it to depict our Rosie group. So awesome, Linda. Awesome.
Oh.
Okay.
And then he brought out this one, the one I showed you last night.
Awesome. If anybody has any questions for Linda, they can ask them right now. Otherwise, we'll move on. So what are you doing tonight, Linda? Is it nice in Marietta?
It's beautiful today. It was a little bit muddy, so I didn't really go out and weed today. I painted instead.
Oh, good.
Oh, Tom just brought this one out.
Okay.
This is a peach blow.
Okay, so it's for those of you that are looking at this, we have a lot of new Fenton collectors in our audience. That is called peach blow, but it's actually pink on the inside, and it's a beautiful, beautiful deep fuchsia color that is just amazing. Yes. So it is actually called peach blow, but it is pink. And there's Linda's signature, and that's the famous wave crest design that is so popular. And this is the Nostalgia Carlton. Awesome.
Yes. Last night you asked me about my mom's swung vase. Yes, it's big.
Wow. Isn't that great?
I weighed it. It's over 3 pounds.
Are you kidding?
It's heavy.
Boy, that is beautiful. My goodness. Yeah. I love it.
And I didn't even know she had one. And when we were cleaning out her house, my son Jared said, "Oh, look what I found in Grandma's garden shed." It was in the shed that she had on the porch with her garden tools in it. And this was in there.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that something?
Like, oh my gosh.
So we have a question for you, Linda.
Okay.
Is it okay to wash an unpainted custard Jack in the Pulpit?
I
mean, but you wouldn't put it in a dishwasher.
No. No. I'd wash it in the sink with like Dawn detergent and a nice brush, or not brush, sponge.
Yes. But anything that's been painted, I would never put in the dishwasher. Interesting, the painted vase. Yes, it is, Iggy. It definitely is. Yeah, you never want to put anything that's painted in the dishwasher, especially the early pieces, back in the 50s and 60s, the early Carlton pieces. You never want to put that kind of stuff in a dishwasher.
Yeah, that'll take the gold right off of it.
Yes. Okay, well, if there's no other questions, we'll let Linda go. And we'll see you tomorrow, Linda. Maybe we can touch base before the show and see what you've got so we can line it up. I see Rodeo Dream in the house. We've got somebody that wants to come on. Rodeo, if you can see me when you're all set up, give me a thumbs up. All righty. Okay, she's all set up. So Jamie says, I've always washed mine with a towel lining the sink. I've broke so many pieces by hitting them on the sink. That is an excellent idea. Excellent idea, Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Linda, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay.
So you have a good evening. All righty.
You too. See you
later.
later.
That was nice. Yeah. Deborah is saying I would never put collectible glass in the dishwasher. No. I wouldn't either. You just don't know the treatments that might come off. Hi, Gail. How are you this evening? Okay. It looks like we have Rodeo Dream, and I have no idea what she has, but it looks like she has some kind of a compote. Let's bring her in and see. Here we go. You are still here, Carrie. We see you. All right. Hello.
Hi.
So introduce yourself.
So my name's Brittany. I'm new to the Fenton collecting, actually. And I've been antiquing like consistently. And yesterday I come across this piece, and I have no idea what it is, but it's beautiful. And it glows, which I collect the uranium and stuff too, and it does glow. But I have Googled and searched, and I need somebody's help.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
brass. The lady holding the flower, she's brass. And then here's this. It
Oh
does.
my,
It's just the edges of it. Hang on. The edges of it glow.
oh, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. This is
But
not in my ballpark. It's not Fenton, but it is absolutely lovely. Now, is there any screws or anything that are holding that bowl on?
yeah, this brass piece right here in the middle hold this on there.
Is it Phillips or is it regular?
It's just a little. There's no screw. Like there's not. It just screws on with your hand. There's no thing for a screwdriver.
Great. Is there underneath it? Is there anything underneath it? Let's see. Let's
No.
take a look. Oh, wow. That is so beautiful. So you can see there's
But
a brass lady. How tall is this? Do you have any idea?
I haven't measured it yet. I'd say possibly 10 inches, possibly.
Okay.
So
If
it,
anybody knows anything out there about this piece, you're
no,
going to have to help me because I do not. I know it's gorgeous. If it glows, I would think that it's probably an older piece. Um, the brass is beautiful. It's kind of a deco style, which makes me think that it might be an older piece. They do remake them, but you usually see Phillips screws or whatever in them. Sean says he's never seen it. No clue, but it is just gorgeous. Look
yeah,
at
days
that.
whenever I was looking for Fenton, of course, and I come across this, and I said I have to get it. It's just too pretty to pass up.
Did you
So
look did you look at the base really well for signatures in odd places, not just the bottom, but maybe around the top of the bowl, the right where it connects?
yeah,
Sometimes you'll see signatures there.
there's nothing, like no marks at all. The lady, I was gonna say, the lady at the antique shop I was at, all she could tell me is she believed that it might be early 1900s, and something about Nouveau art.
Art Nouveau, yes. Can,
Oh,
can you can you move her real close to the camera, her so that we can see her slow so she focuses. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. I would tend to agree. It looks like the Art Nouveau period, which might be 20s, 30s. Just very pretty. We'll see if we can't get an answer for you, Brittany.
okay.
If even if I get an answer after the show, I will try to PM you that. Or if you're watching the rewind and want to comment on YouTube, you can go ahead and comment on the comments, and we'll make sure Brittany gets that. That is awesome. Can you tell us what you paid for this piece?
So it was $45.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, and then I said I have to get. I've never seen anything like it. So
It
it's
is absolutely beautiful.
the
I hope we get an answer for you.
oh yeah,
And you cannot go wrong at 40 at that price. It's
that's
beautiful.
I really, yeah, I'm definitely just. I mean, I want to keep it forever, but I really want to know the information behind it. That's always good to know. So
Yes.
I
Well,
appreciate.
we'll see if we can't get the word out. And I really appreciate you coming on tonight, and welcome to their collecting world. It's just, if you're just starting, you're going to have a blast with us.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Brittany. It was very nice meeting you.
You too.
All right. So that's awesome. If you know anything about that piece, or you know somebody that might, yeah, Christine says, wow, I know. Wouldn't you love to have your hands on that one? And $45, she said, that's an amazing price. So if you, know somebody that might know, take a screenshot of it and ask them. If you want to comment below in the comments on YouTube, we'll get that information to her. I really have no idea, but it glows. So if it glows, it's probably an older piece, and it doesn't have the Phillips screws that hook it together. A lot of times the reproductions will have Phillips screws, and that will just give them away. Okay. So that's something you're going to want to look for. I think she got a bargain. Okay. Does anybody else want to come on tonight? We have a few more spaces open if you want to come in. This is your show, so we go as long as you want to go. If you have any questions, You're right, Maggie Sue. How about George? Yes, if somebody took a screenshot of that, we'll ask George. That sounds like a great deal. Okay. All right. So anyway, we went over the topaz. Let's see if there's anything else I have up here that I want to show you. I kind of want to go over the, we were talking about, you're ready to come on? I don't see you, Carrie. Let me see if I can get you a link, Carrie, here. Okay, somebody just came in the studio. Let's see. He knows everything. You're right. And we are so excited to have George with us. Oh, just so you know, next Thursday, I'm going to be on his first live sale he's hosting, and I'm his first guest next week, Thursday night. So I hope you can be there. Okay. So if you'd like to come in the room, we have some spaces open. We're going to go over one more thing. So you still got a chance to get in here. Tony, you're still having trouble with your mic. You want to test your audio. It'll show you how to do that. And then you can come right in. Okay, let's take a look at what else we had here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and talk a little bit more and see if anybody else wants to come in. Remember, there are several things that you can do when you come in. You can sell up to 3 pieces of Fenton. Just come on, tell us the price, and tell us how much you're willing to pay for it. I see Carrie is in the house. Carrie, when you get your camera set, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see. I see your camera bouncing around. Make sure you have your camera straight, and so that we don't have any bouncing. And then give me a thumbs up. There's our pretty Carrie Harrington. She's in house. All right. We'll give her just a second here. All right. As soon as you have the camera set, I'll bring you in. So Carrie Harrington is in the green room. She wants to come in and show us something. Ah, there she is. As soon as it's set for just a few seconds and you have it stable, I'll bring you in, Carrie. Your picture looks good. Remember, if you come in, try to hold your camera horizontal because that gives us a better view. Can we sell a piece? Can we sell right a set price? Yeah, you can come on and sell a piece. Just show it to us and you can sell it. Okay. Thumbs up when you're ready, sweetheart. Okay, here comes Carrie Harrington. Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Good. How are you? I got my little glass helpers with me today.
Okay, everybody, this is Carrie Harrington. She is one of our Rosie family members, and we have who's joining us in studio tonight.
This is my daughters, Sophia and Cassandra.
Hello, ladies. What do you have to show us tonight, sweeties?
All right, show them the white one first.
Sophia, you can show the white one.
Give it.
Get the
Look, Sophia, show them.
So I have this green, like, light up bowl, kind of. I don't know.
It's glowy glass.
Yeah. Mom, go.
Oh, everybody is saying hello to Carrie and her lovely helpers. Oh, it's so nice to meet you guys. So that piece, that is not Fenton glass, but it is a very desirable piece of glass. And I know it is, I don't know if I think it's Dugan glass, but we should have some people in house that'll help us out.
My mother has this whole glass cage up by her mirror. She's like obsessed with glass.
Oh, I love how you call it a glass cage. I've never heard that before. That's charming. So ladies, take that bowl and move it very slow to the camera so we can see the pattern on the side of it. Very slow. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so it's beaded. Do you see the little beads along the bottom? We call that beading. And it's a piece of glowy glass, so it has uranium in it. I do not believe it's Fenton, but maybe somebody can help us in house. I think it's Dugan, and I think that it's from like 1910, 1920. So that's a good deal. Where did you get that from?
At a estate sale.
Cool. Awesome. What'd you have to pay for it, if you don't mind me asking?
30.
30. It's well worth 30. I'm sure somebody can help us out here in house tonight. If not, it's not Fenton, but it's a very good piece. And if it glows, you did real good for 30.
Thank you. I have one more. All right.
Sure.
So I have
This is definitely Fenton. Turn it over.
Yes,
Turn it over. Upside down. Yep. There's a Fenton logo on the bottom.
it is.
Yeah.
And
And it's a ruffled, I believe. Turn it over now so she can see the pattern. Candy dish.
it's a
No, wrong
compote
color.
or a comport, and it is Fenton, and it looks like it's Spanish lace pattern. But somebody
Okay.
will correct me if I'm wrong. If it has the logo, then it was made after 1970 because they didn't put a logo on before that. So it's a nice mid-century piece. I'm not sure that now when you look at the logo, do you see a number?
No, the logo is really hard to see, actually. I actually had to run my finger through it to make sure that it was Fenton. But
Okay.
it is there. I don't see a number, though.
So a lot of times when you see the logo on the bottom, the 80s, 90s, and 2000s have those numbers corresponding in the oval. So it will have an oval with an 8, an oval with a 9, but it's really, really tiny, and that will tell you the decade. So if that's just an oval, it's probably from the 70s.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. Mhm.
So I was just so excited to meet you all, and I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you're filling your glass cage. I think
Thank
that's
you.
charming.
Thank you. No, okay, she's got to go. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Eddie.
Oh, wait a minute, Carrie. Terry Lynn Peters says it's Fenton Silver Crest Spanish lace. That's the name for the piece.
Oh, okay.
And everybody's agreeing with that. So you got a good one there.
Awesome.
Okay, you
Thank
keep collecting, Carrie. You come back anytime, okay?
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, that was awesome. It's always neat to see younger people active in collecting the glass too and taking an interest in it. It just always delights me to see younger people in it. And wasn't that cute that her little girls call her china cabinet a glass cage? I've never heard that before. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about color, and then we'll see if anybody else wants to come in. Last week, we kind of talked, I love future collectors too. Awesome. Last week, we kind of talked about reproductions, and we talked about some of the ways that you can find out if a piece is Fenton or if it's not Fenton, and how it's getting increasingly difficult to find out if it's Fenton or not Fenton. And we're going to go over a color tonight that is definitely not a Fenton color. I want to show it to you, and I want to compare it to the Fenton, the closest color Fenton came to, which was the jade that was in the early days of Fenton, which was around 1910, 1920. So let me see if I can get my pictures here. Okay. So I wanted to show you a piece of Fenton jade. Okay. So this is Fenton jade, this color, and I'm going to compare the colors so you can tell them when you're out in the wild. Okay. So this is an early piece. Let me see if I can screen share this. Let's see. Let me see here. I got to get it up. All right, so right here, I'm going to show this to you, is a piece of jade Fenton. Hello, Lauren. You're late joining. That's okay. You can always rewind and see it. It'll be up. Okay, so here we have a piece of Fenton jade. Now, this is the only color jade that I know of that Fenton produced in its early jade, and this is from the 20s. Now, you're going to take a look at this jade, and you're going to see that this color jade is actually kind of translucent, and you can see through it. Compared to the colors that are being used now with Fenton molds, this color is more opaque, and like I said, you can see light. If you were to put a tea light inside of this, you would be able to see through it, which some of the new jade that is coming out, you can't see through it. So that is a surefire way to know if a piece is Fenton jade or Mosser jade. Okay, so this is a jade piece. So now I'm going to show you a few things that are kind of deceiving to people when they see them. And let me get over here. And let's see how do I get here? I guess I'm going to just share this again. Okay, hang on just a second. So I want to show you a picture of the colors that are being, this color that is being reproduced now. Okay, so if you look at this picture here, you're going to see that these pictures that I am posting up here are all in a color that Mosser is making, and this is in what they call a jade or a jadeite color. It is called Mosser jade, and you can see that this jade is a lot thicker, denser color. You're not going to particularly see through it, and this color in particular is what you're seeing a lot of the Fenton reproductions in. It is this this Mosser jade, and I'll show you more examples of it here. For some reason I'm okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, so here is another piece of Mosser jade, and oops, I thought now why am I not doing this here? Let me see, hang on a minute. Okay, I want to switch that. I know what I have to do. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something else here. Let me get to it. Right here is an owl. Okay, right there. Okay, here we go. Just a second here. I had it and I don't know where it is now. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm stuck. Let me try this one more time. Okay, where is the moss? Jade owl. Okay. All right, so here is the jade owl. And as you can see, I'm gonna make this bigger for you so you can see this owl. There you go. This is what you might see. This is an active listing on Fenton on eBay right now. Okay, this says Fenton by Mosser jadeite green owl. That is not a Fenton piece. That is a Mosser piece. And this is kind of a deceiving ad because it says Fenton by Mosser jade owl. That is not a Fenton owl. And you can tell by that jade color. A lot of animals and stuff are being produced in that jade color. Now, this may or may not have a logo. I'm not sure if this does. A lot of the items are having the Mosser logo on them, so that makes it even easier to tell. This piece, I don't know in particular, but I do know you need to know the difference because you don't want to pay a Fenton price for an item that is not Fenton, and this definitely is not. And if you were to buy this item wholesale, you would probably pay somewhere $15 to $20 for it. So on the retail market, you might ask $40 or $45. You never want to overpay for things that are not Fenton. And this is the color that you need to be aware of. And that is that new jadeite green. Okay, I have one more thing to show you here. And I want to tell you the difference between a reproduction and a fake. And there is a difference. And we've gone over this before. A reproduction, you're able to tell that it's a reproduction. So if you have a piece of glass that has a Mosser stamp on it or a crown stamp on it or something that is from a Fenton mold and you see that, that is a reproduction. What is a fake is something that has a Fenton logo on it, but it wasn't produced by Fenton glass. There is no longer any Fenton glass being made. There hasn't been in several years. And we've talked about this before. You can have a reproduction Coca-Cola item that you can tell the difference because the colors are different, or a reproduction Coach bag, and you can tell because the zipper's funny, the fabric isn't what it should be, the leather isn't real, and you can tell something's a reproduction. A fake is when you cannot tell that it is a reproduction. And those are the things that we really need to look for, because we don't want to pay full price for something that is not Fenton. Let me get to that question in just a second. I want to show you this next picture. It'll just take a second here. to get this up because I want to show you something that is a fake. Okay. And you need to be aware of this. Okay, so this item that, are we looking at it here? Yeah, this item we're looking at here. Fenton mold, Mosser made mouse. Okay, Fenton does, if Fenton owns that mold, it might be deceiving. It might be Fenton Art Glass Company or the Fenton Gift Shop. It's not Fenton Glass. They're out of business. They don't own the mold. So here is a mouse. All right, let me see if I can get in this screen so I can show you why I call this a fake. If you look at the base, let me see if I can get that screen up. See the base? It says Fenton USA. So you're not going to be able to tell this particular item is not Fenton unless you know the colors. And hopefully now you can be on the lookout for this jade green. And no, it's not that reproductions aren't desirable or fakes aren't desirable. It's just that you don't want to pay full price for something that isn't the real thing, right? I mean, that's the whole secret to this. And you can see from this view, this side view, that is definitely that jade color that they are reproducing now. Very cute. I love it. I just don't, if I want to buy Fenton glass, I want to buy Fenton glass. I want to buy the real Fenton glass, not something that was made by another company. So there we go. Okay, so we got a question here. And I can tell you I'm no pro at this, but this is what I worry about. I worry about not being able to tell Fenton from Mosser glass. I worry about that. And we have to know the colors. So we're not being shown colors. So I'm trying to figure it out for you. All right. What about companies, Fenton molds bought by other glass companies? Well, yeah. You know, when Fenton went out of business, their molds are all over the place. They are not owned by Fenton anymore. So they're not Fenton molds. So they're, you know, say I bought one at an auction, it wouldn't be a Fenton mold anymore. It's my mold that I'm giving to somebody to reproduce whatever was made in it from the beginning. I would not claim it was Fenton. And if I used it with the trademark or the logo, I might find myself in danger of copyright infringement. So there's a lot of things to consider here. Mosser's producing a lot of it. I don't know if there's some kind of agreement that they can use the logo. I know Fenton was sold to a jewel, and now they make jewelry, and I don't know if it's Maryland or Maine, and they use the logo too, but I don't know. So thank you so much. In the last month, I've bought over 50 pieces of Fenton. I'm going to have to look them over really good. Yes, look for the colors. Now, colors with Fenton was really important. They have and we're going to keep diving into this every week. Fenton colors are classy. They're deep. They're rich. They're vivid. Any new glass maker that comes into the business, a lot of times they'll be more solid colors, more milky looking colors. Fenton took so much care with the chemists and the producing of the glass, and it's just such a better quality glass. And you want to be able to tell the difference. Like I said, it's not that reproductions are bad. John and I, our first item together as a married couple some 30, 40 years ago was a reproduction oak antique clock. We couldn't afford the real thing, so we bought the reproduction, and we've had it our entire married life, 40 years, and we still love it. So I just think you should be aware of it. You're going to ask when you go to Mosser this year? Yes. I have been asking for clarification from a lot of the groups, and I'm just not getting it myself. And I really wish there was a book or a color code out there, and if somebody knows about one, let me know and we'll put it on here so that we can learn the colors that we need to be aware of. Okay. You would call it a reproduction? Yeah. Yeah. Reproductions aren't so bad. And I wish I was home because I would show you. I have a Gallet vase that is a reproduction piece. I could never afford an original Gallet vase. They're $5,000, $10,000. the reproductions, you can tell by the signature. There is actually in Gallet, one of the L's has a different curve or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but by looking at it, you can definitely tell that it's a reproduction. I still love it. I'm never going to get the real thing. So I love my reproduction piece. So anyway, okay. I don't see anybody else in house tonight. So if we don't have anyone else coming on, I guess we're going to call it a night. We'll give you a few more minutes. Do we have any other questions? The mouse was made from a mold owned by the Fenton gift shop. Exactly. It was pressed by Mosser, but I wouldn't be comfortable calling it a fake. What it is to a normal person, to a new collector, and when you go to a new collector and they see that logo on it, I would bet you 85 to 90% are going to tell you that's Fenton. And they have no way of knowing or telling because there isn't anything that says Mosser on it, at least from that picture. I don't have one in my hands. But looking at that, a new collector would never in a million years question that wasn't Fenton. Some of the auctions you go to say Fenton made by Mosser. I was wondering what that meant. Yes. And it's actually Mosser glass. Fenton made by Mosser is not a correct term because there is no Fenton art glass anymore. There is no Fenton glass. There's nobody making Fenton glass. There's no Fenton. So that's the deal with that. Also, you'll hear Missouri Fenton. There's no such thing. There is a. We'll get into that another time. But Fenton never had a factory in Missouri. So if you're looking for Fenton art glass, when you hear Fenton, Missouri or Missouri Fenton, if you're looking for Fenton art glass, you're looking in the wrong place. Okay. The resellers are not being upfront with you if they buy Fenton from the gift shop. They are upfront. Yes, the gift shop is very good about telling you that this was a Fenton mold. And I think the gift shop owns a lot of molds. So that's another confusing aspect of it because it's the Fenton gift shop, not Fenton art glass anymore. But yes, they do a very good job of getting out there and telling you exactly what you're getting. And they are painted by artists that worked for Fenton. So they're just really nice pieces. And we all know that. Mosser or reputable dealers will know and tell you that it was pressed at Mosser. Yes. Yes. But like you saw the eBay ad that I put out there, that's a eBay ad that's on right now. They're claiming that owl is Fenton. And that's what's confusing. And it's not confusing if you know that color. That color is an easy one to identify. Because there's so much of it out there right now. And they're also making the boxels in that color, which that's the first time that the boxels have ever been reproduced. And so if you know that color and you see that boxel out there, then you'll be able to identify it as a reproduced boxel and pay for it accordingly. Because it is a beautiful piece. It's just not the boxels that are worth $200 or $300, and you need to distinguish that. So, okay. I guess we are done tonight. That was entertaining and interesting, I think. I want to thank Carrie Harrington for coming on, and I want to thank Linda for taking some time out of her day to come on. We hope we have some more guests next week. John and I are taking the weekend off here to camp a little bit. I think tomorrow we're going to have a jewelry sale in the afternoon, and tomorrow night we'll be on with Linda Fleming. So if I have no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and say good night. We will be back on next Saturday for another edition of the community boards. So don't be shy. If you want to come on, if you just want to show us the piece, if you don't want to get in front of the camera and you just want to focus the camera on your item, that would be fine too. Believe me, it's easier than it looks to come on. All right. Thank you, Carrie, for being a guest tonight. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you here tomorrow and tomorrow night. Remember, we are going on with Fenton artist Linda Fleming. Ooh, Lauren says, I'm new to your live chats. Thank you for educating us. Well, I am definitely not an expert. I am just telling you the things that I have come across personally. Okay. There's always somebody out there in our audience that knows more about this than I do. And that's why this is such an interesting place to talk about things, because we have such a large audience that knows so much about glass, be it Carnival glass, Victorian glass, Fenton glass, mid-century glass. There's always someone in-house that knows about the subject that can help us out. Okay, so who is our first guest? Oh, Brittany. If anybody knows about Brittany's beautiful piece, the Art Nouveau piece, please email me or leave a comment below, and we'll get that information to Brittany too. Two very new collectors tonight, Carrie and Brittany. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. And we will talk to you later. Boutique sale, we just had one, Pam. I can tell you, we will have a boutique sale soon. Midweek here is going to be 97 degrees with the heat index 10 to 15 degrees higher than that. So we have to wait for things to cool down, but they will. We're in Michigan. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good evening.